Zach's van was seized by police back in May of 2020. It was taken to a location for testing to be conducted. One of the specialists, Julianne Avila, would be responsible for doing this testing. Zach's van was described to be very cluttered and messy.
What was your overall impression of the state of the vehicle?
The vehicle was had a significant amount of wear and tear to it. As I said, the carpet was missing. The carpet was dirty. There was a lot of clutter in it.
And was it very dirty in the inside?
It was.
Not only was there dust and debris throughout the interior, as one would expect with a work van, but there were also reddish-brown spots in several places. We discussed earlier about the chainsaw Zach transported in his van when he was working on his family's tree farm. This chainsaw used a red oil, and it is believed that this explains the stains throughout the van, as the oil could easily rub off against other items. Considering the reddish-brown color of the stains, the crime scene specialist also tested the van for blood.
What I did was I used something called phenolphthalein, which is a presumptive test for blood. It's not a determining factor. It just is. It could possibly be. And so I tested the steering wheel. I tested the running board along the side of the driver's side of the vehicle. There was an area behind the front passenger seat, the seat belt, the carpet. And then the seats were all missing out of the van. So I tested a few areas of the carpet. I also tested it if, like sometimes in the back of those vans, they have like cup holders where the seats would be. There were some reddish stains there that I tested. I tested areas on the metal parts, which is the bottom part that had no carpet. I tested along there with phenolphthalein, and they were all negative.
And when you say they were all negative, what does that mean?
There was no indication of blood using phenolphthalein as the presumptive test.
The van would test completely negative. There was also a piece of carpet that he had cut out of the very back of the van. We discussed before how he had cut this piece out after gasoline, also from his chainsaw, had spilled and soaked the carpet. The missing carpet was a big argument by those that believe Zach's guilt. They believe he had to have cut the carpet out to hide evidence of a bloody body. But even if the carpet had been soaked with blood and cut out underneath into the bottom and the grooves of the van, there was no blood found during testing. Not only that, the interior of his vehicle does not suggest a cleanup at all. The van was filthy. It was full of dust and debris like you would expect out of a work van. And how would you have thoroughly cleaned the van without getting rid of the dirt? And why would Zach just cut out the small square section of carpet? If there was a bleeding body in the back, it would have been much safer to remove the carpet in the back and not just a small piece of it.
I don't really know what this is, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, Judge. Not guilty. I'm innocent.